The Chronicles of Riddick Dark Fury is an animated short film based on the Chronicles of Riddick series that was released on June 15, 2004. It was directed by Peter Chung, the same guy who did Aeon Flux. It also has Vin Diesel lending his voice to Riddick. The story follows Riddick and him delivering Jack and Abu al-Walid to New Mecca. Apparently this was set between both Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick. Okay, I've seen Pitch Black, although it was a really long time ago, so I don't remember it that well. However, I have seen Riddick, and I really enjoyed that movie. I have not seen the Chronicles of Riddick. I'm not the biggest expert on the franchise, but I'm not totally unfamiliar with it. However, I will say having an animated short film based on the Chronicles of Riddick is a really fucking great idea. However, I'm not the biggest fan of the short itself. I will say it starts out pretty good. It has Riddick, Jack, and Abu enter the spaceship, only to run into some mercs. It leads to an action scene that is good, but not great. However, that is the best it's going to get. One of the biggest issues that I have with this short film is that Riddick is kind of out of character in this short film. Saving Jack after admitting that Jack means nothing to him is something that he would do. However, being a self-loathing man that is worried about what Jack will become is not. Riddick doesn't seem to care about what others think of him. The thing he cares about the most is surviving. He will do anything to survive. I've never seen any evidence that Riddick hates himself. Even the fucking example from another movie that was in a fan wiki was way too vague to imply that he hates himself. And if he hates himself, that would contradict his survival nature. I guess I should stop trusting fan wikis. The short film focuses a lot on the villainess who is named Chillingsworth. I have mixed feelings on her. On the one hand, she traps a bunch of men that are killers and praises them as art. While they're alive, they can't move, and all they can do is be tortured by their brains with memories. That is really fucked up. That is worse than anything Riddick has done. It also brings an interesting point. She loves them, but she is simultaneously torturing them. I think she doesn't love them. If I say I love something, it means nothing when I am torturing it at the same time. Actions speak louder than words do. That would be fascinating, however, the short film doesn't agree with me. Instead, it goes for the whole commentary about how we worship those who kill and how we see the macabre as art. I am so goddamn sick of this angle, for 3 reasons. 1, it's been done many times before. 2, it was never that great of a concept to begin with and is kind of disingenuous. 3, it is done poorly. Let me explain the third. It leads to a visually impressive scene of Riddick trying to kill a creature. Not only is this scene beautifully animated with great fucking colors, but it is really exciting. However, the subsequent events in the story are communicating to me that I should not enjoy that scene. I should find it abhorrent. When a film makes you feel bad for something that it made you enjoy, that is a bit of a problem. This might be a hot take, but I don't think Peter Chung was the right person to make a short film like this. His work is known for having surrealism and harsh social commentary, which does not work with the Chronicles of Riddick, because the Chronicles of Riddick have none of these qualities. Another gripe that I have with the short film is that the action scene at the end is pretty fucking bad. Most of it consists of Riddick getting his ass kicked by the person he is fighting. He only starts fighting occasionally. It also ends in a pretty fucking weird way. It makes you think that Riddick was shot by Chillingsworth, but it turns out Jack killed Chillingsworth. Instead of being thankful for Jack saving his life, Riddick says it was an uncivilized thing he did. Not only that, but Abu worries that Jack is turning into Riddick. This conversation goes absolutely nowhere. This only proves how poorly the social commentary was done in this short film. Don't give me the argument that this short film is only 34 minutes, so they didn't have enough time to flesh out the story. I don't think the length was the problem. The problem is that most of it was focused on pointless shit. I think Chillingsworth gets more screen time than Riddick, Jack, and Abu. While yes, she is fascinating, she's not fascinating enough to sacrifice Riddick and the other main characters. Okay, are there any good things about this short film? Well, the first two action scenes are pretty good. A little short for my liking, but they're good. Then again, the beginning action scenes are good and the final one is not. That should be the other way around. The animation is really fucking good. But of course, good animation can never save a bad story. Nonetheless, these are things to like about the short. The music is not that great though. It goes for ambience, which means the melodies are not memorable. The only person who could do an ambient score well is Graeme Revell, which ties in perfectly considering he composed the score for the Riddick movies. Overall, the Chronicles of Riddick: Dark Fury has a lot of ambition, but fails to deliver the goods. Riddick is out of character. Honestly, the whole worrying about how a kid will turn out angle was done better in Riddick, because in that movie, the kid actually almost caused him to get killed. In Dark Fury, what the kid did to save his life actually helped him do what he wanted to do. That is survive. If anything, this short proves that the only people who know how to write Riddick correctly are Ken and Jim Wheat, which makes sense considering that they've stated they love the character. Hell, David Towie is better at writing him than whoever wrote this one. I would see this only if you are a die-hard Peter Chung fan. As for anyone else, you can skip this one. It's not worth your time or your damn money. If you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm Spike Robot saying, see you next time, and honor the freedom jingos.